Okay, so looking at this right here, before I look at the answers, I want to look at this as a linear problem first too. Okay, first of all, let's create the equations. Okay, let's create the equations right here. And so for the dotted line one, we know that that's going to be a not equal to, right? What's the y-intercept for the dotted line?
3. No, yeah, 2.
2, right there. So for this dotted line, I have a b of positive 2. What is the slope? And so I'm going to pick another point on there. How did I get to that point? How did I get from here to there?
Up 1 over 3.
Very good. I went up 1 and I went to the right 3. So it has 1/3, right? So that equation is y equals 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3x plus 2, right? All right, and so for the next one, we're going to do the solid line, which we know that'll be equal to, okay? And so it has a b of negative 1 and an m of, let's pick another point right there. How did I get to that point?
2 over 1.
I went up 2 over 1, so that has the equation y equals 2x minus 1. All right, so those are my two equations. Now we're going to make them inequalities here in just a minute, but those are my two equations. Now let's,
2x.
it's 2 over 1.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And so as I look over here at the equations I got to examine, are they the same? Are they the same equations that I have? Here's my two equations.
Yes, A is.
Look at the ones that we have. They're all the same equations, right?
Yeah.
And so therefore, it's not going to come down to me identifying the equation. We have some differences in one of them being, let's look at these first. Okay, so I have these two equations. Are any of these not those two equations? A is the same equations. B is the same equations. Is C?
No.
So C I can automatically throw out because it doesn't even represent them, right? And so D I can throw out because it doesn't even represent them. So I got to decide between A and B, right? All right, so now the dotted line piece. The dotted line piece says that this is going to either be not an equal to, but it's either going to be a less than or a greater than, right? The solid line is going to be a less than or equal to or a greater than or equal to, right? And so let's talk about those. There's two things we can do here. One, you can memorize the way they should be shaded. Or two, you can check a number. So for this one up here, let's pick 3 right here. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, let's pick 3 on the x. We need to pick 3 on the x. Right here. So if I pick 3 on the x, and I plug 3 in right here, that will be 3 over 3, which is 1, plus 2. So that would be on this dot right there. Am I shading everything above that dot or below that dot? Above it. So therefore that would say that this is greater than, right? And so that would make this y greater than,
So it's B.
that's that one. All right, over here on the solid line, let's pick any number you want. Let's pick 2 right here. If I plug 2 in there, it'll be 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 1, which is 3. And so that is right there. Is things shaded on it above that one or below that one?
Above.
Above it. So this will be y is greater than 2x minus 1.
So Y is greater than
All right, so which one of those solutions is it going to be?
B.
Very good. B. So create the equations first. That eliminated 2 answers automatically, and then pick 2 points to check.